Stress.
I feel like diet change, stress specifically,
Stress.
just the environmental pressure on your body and your mind to like, I gotta be strong for this.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro, that shit's it's so draining.
Not even necessarily just like the military, but like when I was jobless, I feel like I wasn't doing a whole lot. I was sitting on the computer a lot, and I feel like I lost a little bit of weight and muscle. I'm working in office now. I'm still on the computer all day long, not doing anything very physically different. But all of a sudden, my arms and my chest hurt and they're sore, and they're getting a little toned. I'm like, what is this? Did I just like re-enter the wild and I gotta get strong again or something? Like, what's happening? It's weird. I'm recording now, by the way.
Let me go grab some more real quick.
Obviously, we're prepared.
Cheers. Cheers, brother. It's good to see you guys, man. No, hey, it's halfway. Yeah, it's halfway to another beer.
It's positive. I like it.
Yeah. We don't do negatives around here.
No, sir.
Ain't got time for that. It's real good to see you guys though, man. It's like I'm real happy to be. I really appreciate being. Daniel's been trying to get me ever since y'all started. He's like, "Yo, when are you coming home?" I was like, "I gotta have you on the show." I was like, "Dude, as soon as I'm in town, bro, I'm down." I'm down.
We've been waiting. When'd you get back?
Oh, I flew in Monday, and then I was supposed to fly in Sunday. My flight got canceled in Germany, so I had to stay another night. I was just like, whatever. Went out, had some drinks, saw some last minute friends, and then I flew out Monday morning. Flew 10 hours straight.
Gosh.
Got in about 8 o'clock, and then just been nonstop since I've been on the ground. It's like, hey man, come see me over here. I'm like, yeah, cool. I'm going skydiving first. I'll see you when I see you.
That's crazy. It's like a relapse on life every time you come back.
Yeah, man. Thanks, brother. Everybody's always like, yo, are you gonna come see me? I was like, yeah, man, just hit me up, bro. Like, make plans. That's all it is. Because I don't plan shit. Like, I wake up and everyone's just like, what are your plans for the day? I'm just like, I'm gonna just do nothing until somebody hits me up.
Bitch, I'm living.
Yeah.
My whole life is regimented when I get out of it.
Yeah, we was talking earlier, and I was just like, I don't know what to do. She's like, what are you doing tomorrow? I was like, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna wake up and see what happens.
What do you do tomorrow? Yes,
probably the gym.
How much longer you plan on being in the military?
Honestly, man, it's like so I re-enlisted on this next contract. It was like 4 years, and after this one, it puts me at 12 years. So it's like I've already been in. It's like, and I have to make the decision at that point. It's like either get out or stay in for the full 20 and retire when I'm 38.
Well,
might as well probably just retire when I'm 38.
You won't retire when you're 38, though. When it's 38, you'll have even more opportunities. You're like, oh well, I guess I'm going back in.
No.
I think you will.
Nah, Josh's gonna be a police officer.
I was thinking about that too.
Oh, okay.
Nah, man. But once I'm done with the army, like I'm done with it.
I have my mom's cousin that has been in the I think he was in the Rangers at first, but he's been doing shit forever. He retired. He finally retired. I think he's like I think he just turned 50 a few years ago. But like he retired, but he got a new job. You know what he's doing? He's doing combat training at MacDill. So it's like he's not far away. You know what I'm saying?
He's making a lot more money doing that than when he was in. I tell you that right now, dude. Those dudes get contractors like that, dude. They make stupid money. Mm-hmm. But I don't know, man. It's also depending on like how much more my body can take. Like I've been nonstop on the go. 10 years carrying. Out in combat carrying 110, 115 pounds just on my back alone, not including what I already have on me. Like, dude, it hurts, man. I roll out of bed in the morning, my knees crack, my back cracks. I'm just like, yep. Wake up, smoke a cigarette, drink some coffee, and
we're getting old, boys.
We are getting. Our 30 is right around the corner, and I am not ready for it.
We're gonna be 30 soon, here, guys. How does that feel?
Feels all right. I'm excited.
Great 30?
I'm excited. Yeah, man. I don't look at it. I don't look at the no negatives, bro. We just said that.
You're right.
No negatives.
You're right. No negatives.
Think of all the positive things that can happen. 4 more years of this. Who knows where we'll be? What kind of opportunities you'll have available to you?
That's
better
true.
credit.
That's true. Better credit.
More money. That's basically what I'm looking forward to. In theory, right? The older you get, the more money you have.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, more money, more problems, though.
And men don't peak in like finance till like what 35, 36.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
are you talking about working in finance or
just? I mean, like men's finances. Like you don't make your peak amount of money until you're like 38,
dude,
30.
Much farther. Because think about when your parents die, or when a lot of people's parents die, you get a sudden endowment.
Okay, that's
when you're like 50.
That's different. I'm talking about like your actual income, your personal income.
Not true. Not even. No, man.
No, definitely not.
When would you
if you're 36 years old and killing it, why would you not kill it for the next 10 years? was gonna happen.
Makes no sense.
Okay, so when do you think men peak at their financial?
I'll say 38, like a healthy 38. Like
38, 40?
38, 40.
I would say late, yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Like,
I was
late 30s, early
whatever.
40s. Hey, man, you grind in your 20s, build in your 30s, chill in your 40s.
That's the plan.
Think about Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, you know.
Is he really getting divorced because he didn't actually retire? Was that statement just like pleasing her until he worked shit out and didn't actually work shit out?
No, hey, you know what they say, happy wife, happy life, man. You know,
they're really.
I don't know though.
They're really getting a divorce, like for real.
And she's taking half his damn money
because she didn't want him to keep working.
She makes more money than him, so he would.
Does
get
she
paid.
really?
Yeah,
I did not know that.
He would get paid
as a supermodel. Yeah, that's not
international
supermodel.
Yeah, it's a clean.
Put some respect on it.
I think she's from like Germany or something like that.
I think she's Brazilian. No, she's
Brazilian.
Yeah.
Bunchen. What kind of last name is that? Giselle Bunchen. I don't know.
Yeah, fuck. I wish, dude. I wish I was back. I wish I could just go to sleep and just be like, oh, you know, I made $2 million in my sleep tonight. Like, that'd be nice.
Bro, I saw this like breakdown of LeBron James's like salary, and it's like every second he's on the court, every minute he's on the court, every hour he's on the court, and then like every year. And I think he makes like, I think it was like almost $100,000 a minute that he's on the basketball court.
Must be fucking nuts, bro. God, bro.
Like, how wild is that, man? Like, he makes my salary probably in 2 years for being on the basketball court.
But how much money is he making for the NBA?
Yeah,
that shit done.
Yeah.
That man being on the screen is making them so much money.
You also got to think how much money he's making from like endorsements and all his sponsors and all that shit too.
He's got his own shoe.
Yeah, he has his own shoe.
Few movies. So
Space Jam was terrible. I don't give a fuck when it was that. That shit was trash.
Bro,
was booty.
God,
I didn't watch it. You saw it? You both saw it?
So bad.
I saw like 30 minutes of it. And I was just like, I'm turning this off.
I wasn't compelled. I don't know.
No, it's not the OG Space Jam. Like,
I saw that skinny, flat-chested Lola. I was like, no, thank you. Her hips are like twigs. Bring the old Lola back. Bring sexy back.
They made her very sexual neutral, gender neutral there. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. No, that's another thing, bro. That this whole like cancel culture, like, by all means, like, do what you want to do, feel how you want to feel. Like, if you're a man, you're a man. If you're a woman, if you're a woman. If you're in between, that's cool too, man. Like, just do you, but just don't throw it down everybody else's throat. Like, I'll respect you. I'll call you whatever you want. Just like, don't shove it down my throat. It's like,
is that Black Shaggy from New Scooby Doo? Is that real?
Yes,
no, that's real. Yeah, no, that's real.
Oh my god,
yeah.
Yo, low key, that kind of looks like you a little bit, just with a little extra on top.
I went from looking like Lupe Fiasco to this.
I've never seen
Black Shaggy.
I never looked at Lupe Fiasco that closely.
People always like growing up. Everyone would always roast me. They'd be like, "Oh, you look like Lupe," or like a
you say you
or like a young. Man, I would get when I had remember when I had my fro, I would get like Lenny Kravitz all the time.
Lenny Kravitz.
People would call me Lenny Kravitz.
Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah, I would get that all the time, bro.
Brignoni Kravitz.
Yeah, I ain't got that lazy eye though.
Oh, he's a millionaire though. I wish I had some Lenny Kravitz money.
His daughter's hot as shit though.
You know who his daughter is? Batgirl from the new Batman with Twilight guy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen the new Batman.
What?
No, bro. Like I've been.
It was horrible. I heard. I didn't see it either.
Y'all are wild for that,
dude. What?
Dude, I haven't seen it.
The whole premise just sounded bad. It sounded bad.
What's bad about it?
I don't know. Wasn't like Robert Pattinson's Batman all reluctant and stuff? Like I don't want to be I don't want to do anything. Like they had to like force him to like do anything. Like what kind of shit is that?
He didn't want to be.
I'm just sick of this.
He didn't want to be the Batman. We got to keep this in perspective. One, this is like the beginning stages of the Batman, where he's trying to decide if he wants to do this or not.
No, I don't remember that fucking stage.
See, I don't remember that. I don't like that. You don't just like just like, oh, maybe I want to be Batman or not. No, you wake up in the morning, you're like, fucking justice. I need this in my life.
For real, my parents died. Bats, drugs.
You gotta think about the cinematic.
Infinite amounts of money.
They're trying to be able to build off of that, so they're not just gonna make one movie.
No,
no.
Yeah.
And bro, everyone was pissed about the Batmobile.
They're de-nutting everybody.
I agree, but I don't think that movie is doing that. But everyone was pissed that the Batmobile was so like basic. But it's like, bro, he just started doing this. He even says in the beginning of the movie, he's narrating. He says, "Oh, this is day whatever 115."
That's a good excuse for poor design.
Whatever,
for poor creative design.
Y'all tripping, bro. That was a great movie.
Derek's got a point.
I thought the movie was a little long. It was a little long, but it was good, man. It was good.
Nah, you know what? Probably the best movie I've seen in the past, like, I don't know, like 2 or 3 months. Top Gun 2.
Top Gun Maverick was phenomenal,
Bro,
bro.
I haven't seen it.
Fire.
Bro,
Fire.
that's some white people shit. Bro. That's some
It
white
was
people
not
movie.
some white people shit.
Do you know what
ever
I
seen
you know what
Jets
I
doing acrobatics?
Do you know what I do for work?
You're military, though. I get it. I get it.
75, 85, 90% of my friends are white. 90% of my friends are white.
90% of my friends are right. I can't complain. I can't lie.
The only okay, I'll tell you this: the most MOS specific jobs in the Army, where it's mostly black people, supply and cooks, and the mechanics.
Racist.
No, I mean, I'm not racist. Like,
Not you.
just
in general racist.
yeah, supply, cooks, and mechanics. You're black. You're black people, and then you're Hispanics. But you always got to make friends with the mechanics, because when you shit breaks, you could be like, "Yo, hey, can you fix this one?"
Hey, help me out here, bro.
They'll be like, "Hey, man, I got you. Come on."
So, why do you think that black people don't get these, high positioned, skilled positions in the military?
What are you talking about? Where the military is like, you pick your job. Like when you graduate your school, whatever, you can pick your job before you even go in, bro. It's like, it's all about test scores. It's like you take the ASVAB test. It gives you, a breakdown for your mechanical and all this other sections and stuff. It's like, you can pick your job. Like they just choose to be, cooks because it's not as physically demanding. They don't have to go out to the field as much. It's like, yeah, they go out, but like most of them have like a lot of like culinary school opportunities, because like there'll be a bunch of programs and like special special things that'll happen. Be like, oh hey, we got this celebrity chef or somebody coming down. Like, do you guys want to take the do the course or whatever with this guy? And like usually they'll pick whoever's the best best performing. Mm-hmm. They'll pick those guys to go to the school. It's like the military is like you pick your job, man. It's what you make of it. Honestly, it's like not everybody's meant to be like a gung ho like infantry soldier, like, because some people just can't hack it. Like,
yeah,
it's not usually like the physical aspects part. It's like the mentality that you have to have. It's like you can't go out, you can't go to war with the mentality of oh my gosh, like
I'm gonna die.
Exactly. It's like we go out there. I'm just like light a cigarette, be like, yeah, I'm probably gonna die today, but
fuck it.
Goddamn, I'm gonna take as many of them. I'm gonna take as many of them fuckers that I can with me.
There you go.
And then at the end of the day, where you didn't die, where like there's been days like we all went out and came back and we were just like, I don't know how any of us are alive today. Like we all should be dead right now. And we're just like, yeah, well, we'll give them a chance to try again tomorrow. And sure as shit, couldn't kill us. So it's just, yeah, man. It's all mentality. It's like you have to you have to want to be there. Like, and most of the a lot of people in the military, they're just like you just kind of get numb to it after. Like me, I've been in almost 10 years next July, and I'm just like, it doesn't bother me anymore. I'm like, yo, if it's my time to go, it's my time to go. Like whatever. Like I'm gonna do my job to the best of my ability, and if on that day it's just it's not quite enough, and I catch one, or whatever. But
it's all for the country, mother home,
for the motherland,
Wakanda
forever.
And I was thinking about going to the military. I was gonna be a chef in the Navy, but
should have done it, man. Should have done it. It's still not. Hey, how old are you?
I'm 27, bro. I ain't finna be going to basic with a bunch of 18-year-olds, my guy. No,
bro. There was a dude in my basic training. He was 43 years old. We called him Pops.
He was probably a loser outside of the military.
Hell no, bro.
Like, why would you join the military at 40 if you're not a fucking loser?
Dude, are you kidding me, bro? I know guys that have joined the military. Like, I've had soldiers that are like, 27, 28. My age now. I've been in 10 years. Like, they were lawyers. Like, I have a friend, my best friend in the military. Her name is Courtney. She used to work. She's from Tampa, and she used to work HR at Tampa International Airport. She was making 6 figures a year, but was just like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore, and then decided to join the military, bro. Like, she's living in Germany now, like doing her thing, bro. Like,
I would do it as like if I really had like nothing else to do, because I really did want to go to the military, like out of high school. I really did, but I don't know. I couldn't. I don't know. Like I from what I know, and like I just couldn't do it right now, at least. Like I'm not just gonna quit my job just to go join the military. Like I'm making more money than that. The basic. Whatever is it, E1 or E6 or whatever.
Yeah, man. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm an E6. Calm down, relax.
I don't know the E's, bro. I don't know, man. I thought it goes like high to low. Like is the lowest.
Nah, yeah. So E1's lowest. It goes E1 through E9. So you got private first class, specialist, sergeant, staff sergeant, sergeant first class, and it goes master sergeant and then sergeant major. And then like on the side, there's like little right there, Army. Yeah, pay grade E9, yeah. Sergeant major, like that. And then they got like, you can either be when you're a master sergeant, right? You can make a first sergeant. like it's like a weird like there's like little side off ranks for like especially for like a E4 too right there. You see, so you can be an E4 or you can be a corporal, and then every 2 years we all get pay raises. So right now, let's see, what E6 staff sergeant, like I'm making about
87.
No, I'm not 87, not yet. But I've been in
Staff Sergeant Brignoni.
Staff Sergeant Brignoni. Just don't call me Brignoni. Everybody just calls me Briggs.
Staff Sergeant Briggs.
Hey, Sergeant Briggs.
That sounds good.
The fuck y'all want?
That sounds good. That sounds tough.
Yeah, no, but like I mean, I make decent money, man. Like it pays my bills, like, and then you got to think it's like that's just base pay.
You're also in 10 years, bro.
Yeah, I'm also been in 10, fucking forever. But it's like I was living on the German economy. Like I had my own apartment. I had I lived right behind a bus station and a train station. Downtown was a 5-minute walk for me. And honestly, bro, like the government literally just like they pay my housing, they paid my housing and then paid my housing and my utilities. So it's like everything else was just like play money versus like any like other expenses that I had, like my personal bills. But like other than that, like
whatever, phone bill, whatever.
Do you feel responsibility for the way that you spend your money overseas?
Yeah, a little bit.
Like, do you have any like consciousness about it? Like,
oh yeah, no, like I'm pretty self conscious about like very conscious about my money. It's like I always try to save at least like $1,000 a month just to like so every paycheck $500, put it in the savings account, don't touch it, and then like every month I've done that every single year like for the past almost 10 years.
well, I'm just thinking like it's become a pretty popular trend in recent years to like support local and support this, but as a soldier being paid in all American tax dollars, that's almost impossible for you. You can't do that. You have to.
Yeah.
You're spending money. You're putting all your money into the German economy, basically.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Does it feel weird?
Yeah, not really. I mean, it's just
You
like
ever thought about it like that, or I'm just fucking.
no, dude, you're good. No, I appreciate that. No, man, like it's like I have thought about it, but it's
That's where you're fucking living.
exactly. It's like where else am I going to spend my money? Like, but like it was actually talks like they were going to close the base down, and then like the base that I was at in Germany, and then they were like it would have absolutely crippled the economy in that area. Yeah, exactly, because they've become so dependent. Like there's so many like landlords and stuff who were like the landlords that I had, they only rented like their apartments to Americans, like American soldiers, because it's like they're under contract with the American government. So it's like
shit's getting paid.
Exactly. So if we're not paying, like we miss a payment or something, like they'll just cut your contract right there. You'll get kicked out of that. Like you'll get kicked out of there. They'll move you back onto the base and stuff, and like put you back in the barracks and shit.
Ooh, barracks.
I'm not gonna lie, but it's like living in the barracks is shitty, but like I've had some of the best times of my fucking life.
It's like college dorms, bro.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly like a college dorm. It's like, but here's the thing about that: it's like I've partied at colleges and stuff, like my friends and stuff. Like when I was down in like Texas and shit, I was like, they're like, oh my god, this is the best party ever. I was like, you have never been to a fucking barracks party. Let me tell you, it's like you think this shit's nuts, like bro,
There's no girls in a barrack party, is there?
Are you shitting me, bro?
Bro, if you want an idea, you should
I don't know. I thought they keep y'all separate.
If you wanted an
Fuck no,
idea of
dude.
it, you
Bro,
should have watched Top Gun. If you want an idea of it,
Where am I watching it?
I don't know.
I do want to watch it.
Actually, it was only fucking theaters.
It was the
Because
top
Tom
selling
Cruise
movie.
is that guy.
It was the highest selling grossing movie of all time. I get that.
Exactly.
So,
So
I
you
mean,
need to watch it.
I will watch it. I like movies, man. I'll watch it, but
It's funny because like
I'm not gonna hunt for it.
Everyone's like, oh, there's no girls. Bro, are you shitting me? They're like co-ed, like it's like a co-ed dorm. It's like everybody, like usually all the females like lived on the first floor, like because we got cameras in the barracks too. Like now we have cameras in the barracks, but it's like
2022.
yeah, seriously, no shit was getting a little bit out of hand there for a while, so they were just like, should probably put cameras in the barracks. And we're like, yeah, whatever. But like, yeah, most of the females usually live on the first floor. But like everybody knows everybody because like our building, like it was just strictly like my company. So it was like I was in Eagle Troop 22CR, and like literally it was just the barracks building belonged to Eagle Troop. So it's like we knew everybody, we knew where everybody was.
Boys.
Yeah, exactly. It's like we all work together, we see each other every single day, all year. So it's like but like people would bring like like their girlfriends and like locals, like whatever, dude, like. Just make your friends and fucking have a fucking party. Like every Friday, like before I moved out of the barracks, every Friday, like we'd get off work, my friends and I, we'd always go fucking bowling because like that was just like our thing.
This is in Texas?
Nah, this was in Germany. So we'd all go bowling, and then fucking as soon as bowling, like we'd stay there till like 10, 11 o'clock, and I'd just get pissed drunk, and then go right back to my room, beer pong, fucking flip cup, just party, just getting absolutely fucking wrecked till 4 o'clock in the morning.
They let y'all bring civilians on the.
Yeah, you can sign. Yeah, you sign them in. Like they get like a 24-hour pass,
They get patted down and searched.
Nah, dude, no, fuck no. You just take them up to the window. They give them their ID. They're like, all right, cool. You're responsible for them. So if anything happens, like,
it's on you.
For that fucking, yeah, exactly. For that person, like, they do anything stupid, it's coming back on you. So it's just like, everybody we weren't stupid about it. But like, dudes would bring their girl, like, they had like, local German girlfriends and stuff. Like, they'd bring them onto the base, like, all the time, bro. All the time.
So should we, introduce the show in? We've been
oh shit! Hey everybody, this is episode 29 of the PalmWavePodcast. It's your boy Derek. It's Daniel in the building, and we got a special guest tonight, Josh Brignoni, a man in the military.
Staff Sergeant Briggs. Get it right. So go, man. Go ahead and introduce yourself. The camera's right there.
How's it going, guys? A lot of those of you who are local know me as Josh Brignoni. I went to high school with a lot of I went to high school with Derek and Daniel. Just ran track. A lot of good times at
great times, skateboarding, all that shit, bro.
Yeah, definitely the skateboarding times. But I'm in the military. I've been in 10 years and finally home for leave before I move up to North Carolina. And they been trying to get me on the show for a while now.
Since January,
literally since I started the show, and I just haven't been around. So I'm glad and I'm honored to be here with you guys, man. It's a real good time.
Honored to have you, man. Honored to have you.
Oh yeah, brother.
Reconnect with a long lost brother. Long lost brother.
We're back home now. We back home.
We were just sharing some military stories here with my guy. Like he said, he's been in there for 10 years, so he's got some great stories. But first thing I wanted to ask is like the basic training, like how crazy was that? Like what was the experience with the whole basic training thing there? So where was it? Like where was the training at?
All right, so basic training for infantry is in Fort Benning, Georgia, so about 6 hours north from here. But I don't know, man. Basic training is like it's kind of like what you see in the videos. You show up, you get the shock factor. Like I remember, I left here at a MEPS. We drove up 6 hours through left at like 7 o'clock, drove through the night. And showed up. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning, bro. And as soon as I showed up, it was just shit hit the fan.
Bitch,
like,
get off this fucking bus.
Yeah, get out of the van. Fucking hold your bags up. Where's your papers? Where's your papers? Where's your papers? And I was just like, honestly, man, I was just like, what the fuck did I get myself into? Like literally, I didn't eat anything for like 24 hours. They just sat us in a classroom. Gave us all the paperwork and shit, and then they finally like moved us into our like our bays where we were staying. So it's me and like fucking like 40 other fucking dudes. Fucking Tourette, me.
Gave you that one.
Nah, see, but like that happens like after like the day after. It's like then once they get everybody together, and you wake up because I showed up on a weekend, so it's like we got held up for a couple days. So as soon as fucking Monday morning rolled around, first day haircut. Got buzzed.
Did you have your fro then, or did you cut it low?
Nah, I cut it short, yeah. But like I should. As soon as we went to there, they're like, we got one setting, and when we're like, what's that? They're like, fucking bald. They fucking just everybody got their head shaved. Then we went through we got all our shots. You get the peanut butter shot in the ass.
Bro, what is the peanut butter shot? I've heard so much shit about that, dude.
It's just a penicillin shot.
Bro, someone told me.
But it's like the consistency of peanut butter, and they stick it in your fucking ass cheek. It's funny. Yeah, you gotta. So they were like, all right, sit on the floor, and then all y'all just start bouncing on your ass. So everybody was just like bouncing on one ass cheek because like there's been times the medicine's like known to like it's like to harden up. Like if it doesn't spread, like it'll harden up in your fucking ass cheek, and then they gotta cut it out to get it out. Yeah. And then you gotta get it. Then you have to get another one. Yeah.
What?
So, bro, someone told me. I don't remember who it was, but they were like, everyone in the military that's gotten that peanut butter shot, if there's any type of like mass, like I guess disease, it's only gonna be the military people that got that shit that survived.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, bro. It's crazy too. Like, but bro, I've gotten fucking anthrax, polio, fucking smallpox shots. Like I've gotten.
Damn, I might join the military to get these crazy vaccinations so I live forever.
Yeah, so it's like if there's an apocalypse where there's just like a mass disease, I was like, I'm pretty sure we're all good.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you shave your head and they go through your basic and processing. They give you all your uniforms and all your everything you need to essentially survive basic training, and then like the date comes where you actually go to whatever basic training company you're supposed to go to, and everybody's just sitting there like literally, man. I remember like see me and Terrell like sitting across from each other, like just like we're in the same section, right? And I'm looking over at him, I'm just like, hey man, he's just like,
we're here.
We're just like we're like everybody shut the fuck up, don't talk to nobody, keep your eyes down. Literally, man, just walking up and down, just being sharks, just waiting for one person to like pick their head. I'm like, why the fuck are you looking up? It was just nonstop. And then me and Terrell actually thought we were gonna like split up. And then we all get on the bus. and then it's just silence, silent. Everybody's just dead quiet. And then as soon as we showed up, man, like bus parked, one of the drill sergeants walked on, like all the other drill sergeants are just standing there, just watching us, just like fresh meat. Let's go,
chill 'em.
Yeah, let's get them. And then as soon as we got off the bus, bro, it was just fucking, you need to go over here. Everybody's just like, what do we do with our fucking hands? I'm just like, everybody's just running all around. Like, people are just fucking losing their minds, man. All of our bags are in a fucking pile, and they're like, go find your bag. You got 30 seconds.
Bro, I feel like you didn't get flustered, man. Like you kind of like.
Nah, dude, nah, fuck that.
You got flustered?
Oh, yeah, of course, man. It was like, you got to think, man. It's like, just grew up chilling, snowboard, like skateboarding all the time, with the boys. It's just like, I wasn't really used to that. It's that shock factor that gets you, and you're just like, shit, this is gonna be my life now.
And did anybody quit like before they even like got off the bus or like right off the bus?
Not off the bus. Nah, nobody quit that like first 2 or 3 days. There was a couple of guys who like, I want to say they couldn't really hack it. Like, you could tell they were struggling. Like, believe it or not, man, I was actually one of those guys. Like, so when I got in, like, physical fitness, like, I was always a skinny kid. I was always, you see me, I was always scrawny and skinny. And then, so like every week you have a PT test, right? Mm-hmm. I failed every single PT test, like throughout my basic training. And then on the last one, like it was like 2 days before. So with the infantry, we got this ceremony. It's called turning blue, where you get your blue cord that signifies like, hey, you're a fucking infantryman now. Like, good job. Like, and I failed every single PT test up until the morning of the rehearsal for the show, like for the ceremony. And then my drill sergeants had me call my mom the night before because she was going to drive up the next day for the ceremony, and it was my birthday too. And I called her like that, like it was like 6 o'clock in the morning. I was like, "Hey, mom, I may not pass basic training, like literally." And then I took another PT test like 30 minutes after that phone call, and I passed. And then I called her after. I was like, "Hey, no, I'm just kidding. We're good."
What were they having you do? Like, what was so difficult? What was the challenge? Like, what were you struggling with?
So a basic PT test is it was 2 minutes of push-ups, 2 minutes of sit-ups, and then you do a 2-mile run. The sit-ups and the run, that was fine. That's like, I ran track, so I was like, yeah, sit-ups and running, not a problem for me. But it was just push-ups, man. Like, I was just not fit. Like, I just couldn't do push-ups. Like, I just sucked at doing push-ups. So it's like I wouldn't go down far enough, or I wouldn't come up far enough, because like my arms are so fucking long. It's like you have to go down, break 90 degrees, and then go all the way up, and then that counts as one rep. And I was just like shortchanging it, so I just couldn't. I do like 25 and get smoked, like just tired.
How much do they expect you to do like in that 2 minutes? Like, is it just do it for 2 minutes or just
you? Honestly, it's just like there was a core scale, so it's like 60% was 42 push-ups, and then 80% was like 59 push-ups. And then if you wanted 100%, you need to do 75. So it's just like, honestly, just keep pushing until you do exactly. Yeah, exactly. So you got a dude sitting there, clicking with a little clicker. He's counting, and he'll tell you like, you're not going low enough. That didn't count. Like, or what they do, what they'll do is they'll be like, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And after the first 10 push-ups, like no restarts are allowed. So if like in the first 10 push-ups, they're like, nope, you're not going low enough, or you're not going low enough or anything. They'll be like, all right, hey, get up. Go to the back of the line, wait, 10, 15 minutes, go through the line again, and then you get another chance.
Fuck.
Yeah, but like, so we call it getting at 41. Like, if you're not, like when I went through airborne school too, it's like, the PT test is the hardest thing in airborne school. So it's like 42 push-ups, and then until you get up. But if you're not hitting the reps, they'll just sit there and be like, 41, 41, 41. Your time's elapsed. Get up. You're a no-go at this time. Say no to you, and then send you on your way. But like, it was just very... Yeah, I just wasn't very like my upper body wasn't that strong, so it's just like Terrell can tell you too, man. It's like I wasn't that strong, and
I say Terrell was pretty
strong. Terrell was just he crushed it. He crushed it at basic, man. He was just an all around just fucking stud, man.
Yeah, good, go Terrell.
Yeah, go Terrell. Yeah, don't say I never said nothing for you.
Shout out my guy,
Terrell Jones. But yeah, man, it was just like you had your guys who couldn't quite hack it, who just weren't mentally strong, and like. I was one of those guys, and then like I had to find. We say get comfortable.
You had to find your inner strength.
Exactly,
bringing that shit out of you.
I had to get down to business to defeat the Huns.
Mom spaghetti.
Mom spaghetti.
But yeah, bro, it's just you kind of gotta like just mentally just go to a place and just kind of like whatever happens. And then I finally found that, and I was just like, well, I'm gonna keep. This is gonna be exactly. I was like, I'm gonna keep this mentality for the rest of my career. And honestly, man, It worked.
It worked.
Exactly. Yeah.
Secret sauce.
Oh, the secret sauce.
But nah, man, yeah, I got a lot of respect for people in the military, and not just because they protect the country, but it's like what they go through to get to where they're at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, it's not easy, man. There's been definitely days where I'm just like, I wake up in the morning and I'm just like, bro, fuck this. Like, fucking, my life fucking sucks. And then like I go to the work and they're like, hey, we're going to the range today. Get out to the range, do some fucking shooting with the boys. And I'm just like, you know what, my life's not that bad.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Dude.
And then they're like, hey, I was like, you got to type up this report and I need it in 45 minutes. I'm just like, nah, my life absolutely sucks.
You think they keep tabs on the overall morale? And when things get crucial, they take breaks like that. It's like, we're going to the shooting range. You think that was planned or is it just random coincidence? I don't think so.
So there's like,
I think it'd be wiser to plan it, right?
Yeah, I mean, we have, morale building events. Like we'll do like we call them org days. Be like, hey, we'll do this. Like we'll handle our, 9 to 12. Like we'll do our morning business till like noon. From we'll still come in the morning. 6:30, salute the flag, do PT till about 8, breakfast, come back to work 9:30, and then from like 9:30 to 12 is like, hey, we have like no shit. We got to get this stuff done. Like we have admin paperwork we need to get done. We've got like the officers have like planning and stuff like ranges and stuff we have to get done, and they'll be like, all right, hey, go to lunch or don't go to lunch, but at 12, we'll start grilling, and we're gonna grill outside the company, or we're gonna go. We've reserved this park, we're gonna go just play some sports and like kind of like
football on the beach with six packs and sweat.
Yeah, not quite Top Gun, but as much as we think we are, and we're all just like, oh yeah, we all look good as shit with our shirts off. We're like, look, everybody's kind of like, you're a little chunky, like keep your shirt on. Like, it's like, yeah, you're on the Army body composition program, buddy. Like, keep your top on. But like, nah, man, we'll have, and that'll be it for the rest of the day. We'll have a couple drinks and then have some beers, play some sports, hang out with all the families will be invited and stuff. It's a good time, man. It's like meet everybody's family and do all that.
You said body composition program?
Yeah, so
that's what they call getting the fat guys not fat anymore?
Yeah. So we got a fat boy program. So the Army has it's called the Army Body Composition Program. So it's like if you're fat, if you take a PT test, right, you pass the PT test, but like if it looks like you're a little chunky, they'll tape you, and like you have to be within a certain percentage, like a certain body fat percentage.
Don't they do that before you get into?
Yeah.
So like between getting in and halfway through, you start losing it again.
Yeah. So pretty much like I've had dudes, man. That I know guys who came into the body, like came into the Army, and they were big dudes, and they go through basic training. We get starved. You get freaking smoked and shit. Like literally push ups, sit ups. Like I remember one time. Stressed all the time, yeah. But like I remember one time we got smoked for like 5 hours.
Holy shit!
Yeah, just because.
Just because, no reason.
Yeah, I mean it was a different Army, 10 years ago. Like now, not so much. It has to be regulated, and like you can't really like talk like how I got talked to when I was like a private in the Army. Can't that shit don't fly now, man.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of stuff has changed in the military.
Yeah, definitely. Like this, like I mean. Like how we have to like interact with soldiers now. It's like I told the kid, like he was just like he came up to me, he was like hey son, I got this going on with me. I was just like, that fucking sucks, bro. How about you suck it the fuck up and carry the fuck on. I said some other shit too, and then
pussy.
I got pretty much, and I got pulled to the side, and they were like, hey man, we're not supposed to talk to soldiers like that. I was like, you know what, Roger?
So he snitched like a little bitch.
No, he didn't snitch. Like my senior leadership kind of heard it, and they were just like, Briggs, man, like hey, I know you're old Army like me. You got brought up like I did, but it's like with these new kids, man, we can't really do that because, like, they'll complain, like
mental health.
Exactly. No, dude, mental health in the military is like a big issue, bro. Like,
no, I get it, but it's
huge,
like sometimes people use it as a excuse.
That's fucking crazy. I didn't think that a safe space in the military.
Yeah, bro, yeah, man. It's like some people.
Okay, so why? What's their reason?
So no one shoots up everybody.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a fear.
Everybody has a gun.
Yeah, that's definitely a fear. But I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't know. I've never really been like one of those like, oh, I need a safe space kind of guy, because I'm just kind of like, yeah, no, I'm in the Army. Like this is kind of my life, so I just kind of deal with it. Yeah, exactly. But it's like I don't know, man. It's a lot of like how kids. I think it's like how like the younger generation today gets brought up. Like everybody's most kids are like keyboard warriors. Like, oh yeah, I'm tough, and then they show up and they're like, all right, dude, hey, all the tough dudes are here. Like, what's up? What you got? And everyone's just like, no, this isn't me. And we're like, nah, dude, like, nah, bitch, you're fucking here. Like, we're gonna shit on you. Like, you're gonna deal with it. Like,
so have you noticed that has changed anything?
Not really, man. Like, yeah, yes and no. It's like, yeah, I can see it. Like, there's a better. It's like a better. Like, I can definitely see like some soldiers having like better mental health. Like, as as they progress in their career. But like whenever like they first get to us, like I'm just like, dude, y'all are soft. I'm like, bro, y'all are soft as fuck, man.
I don't
like,
know, man.
dude,
It
bro.
seems like you're just subsidizing mental illness. You're just allowing individuals with that
You're
mind
using
state
it
to
as
remain
an
in the
excuse.
military. Whereas before they would get weeded out. Where's that weed out process now?
Honestly, man, like
Isn't that what it's for?
yeah,
Weak-minded individuals will self-select themselves to leave, and now we don't have that process.
So I don't want to like I'm not trying to like bash like our soldiers that do actually have like legitimate mental health issues. Like by all means, no, that's not what I'm saying.
of course,
So it's like so we do have soldiers that have that I've seen that have mental health issues, and there's programs in place for that. Like we have behavioral health and like free military counselors that they can like registered behavioral technicians that they can go to and talk to. But I think it's certain. It's like they have. I don't know, man. They don't want to go talk to them because they don't want to be called weak. They don't want to be seen as weak. And I think soldiers are scared to go get the help they need because they don't want their chain of command to be like, oh, hey, you're being a bitch because you went to go talk to somebody about your mental health. And like that's absolutely the wrong fucking thing. And it's like, yo, like that kid needs fucking help. Like I've had soldiers, hey, sorry, I need to go talk to behavioral health. All right, man, cool. When's your appointment? Do you have an appointment? No. All right, let's go down there, get you an appointment. And like, I would go out of my way to fucking, if a kid was like, hey, Sergeant, I need help with this. I need this. I need to talk to somebody. I would drop everything I'm doing. I'm like, let's go get you the help you need. Get your appointment set up, man. And then just like whenever you schedule your appointments, let me know when you have them so I can make sure you're not on any training or any, any details that are anything that pops up. I'm going to make sure that, like our first sergeant commander, I call him mom and dad. I'm like, yo, just let me know so like I can tell mom and dad that you're good to go. Like, and this is what you have going for that day so that they won't put you on that. And, there's chain of commands that are, 100% supportive of them. And like, well, absolutely. Like my last chain of command, by far one of the best chain of commands I've ever had, man. Like solid guys. Like you needed anything, those guys were taking care of you, like 100%. And I was like, hey, they'd be like, hey, what's this soldier doing this day? I'm like, hey, sir, I got, X, Y, he's doing X, Y, and Z today at behavioral health. Roger that. He's good. Don't worry about him. And then wouldn't touch him. And then, if, they determine, like, the behavioral health technicians determine that, hey, maybe the military is not the best for you. We should, we'll talk to your chain of command, and initiate, a medical separation.
Honorable discharge?
Yeah, it's usually an honorable discharge. It's never a dishonorable discharge. So they'll be like, hey, well, we're going to honorably discharge you from the military. You'll be able to retain some of your benefits for the time served. And then, all right, man, go and have a good day. Yeah, exactly, yeah. But don't get me wrong, there's kids that abuse the system.
Yeah.
So which is why, like,
it's a glorified change my mind.
Exactly. when the system is abused, though, that's kind of like when we're like, that kind of makes us like, all right, hold on. I kind of see what's going on here. Like, I see how you're doing it. Like, we don't think you're faking, but we're going to keep sending you to them so that, so they can get, usually a second opinion. So, like, they'll be like, yeah, I've been going to this guy. And they're like, all right, we're going to send you to somebody else so they can get a second opinion, because there have been times where people have abused the system and, like, ruin it for everybody else. Because, like, now you got one person who abuses the system versus, and who ruins it for all of these people who actually need the help.
When you say they're abusing it, do you mean like they're just using that as a way to get out of the military?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's 100% what it is. And it's like, for like a behavioral drop like that, it's like malingering. You can't really prove it, so it's just kind of like it's just
whatever
kinda,
he says.
Exactly.
Want out of here, we'll do what you want.
I mean, there's other ways to get out. I feel like you go up to your commander and be like, sir, I want to get out of the military. You can do it like an administrative separation, which is fine too. It's like you'll still, you'll probably just get like a general discharge and then, whatever, nothing comes of it.
It's an ego thing at that point. Like if you just don't.
It's like a what?
An ego thing. If you just don't want to go up and be like, hey man, I'm tired of this shit. Let me out. They just cope and go to the psychiatrist or whatever you guys have on hand.
And honestly, it's really the wrong answer. It's like if you want to get out, bro, tell someone you want to get out, and like there's ways to get you out without you having to go through this entire medical process and like potentially get Baker acted or anything like that. It's like you're just kind of like low key setting yourself up for failure, man.
Exactly, and just to have that history of I left the military
Exactly.
for mental illness. So it's
Exactly.
gonna go around. It's a label.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a label. It's on your record. It's like they're gonna be like, "Oh, you served in the military? Yeah. All right. Let me see. Let me see all your documentation. Like, cause like you get out. They're like, all right, DD 214, prior military service. Let me see. If you get out honorably, dishonorably, like dudes they got. Like I know guys that like have popped hot and gotten out, and it's like kind of get shit on, because like you got kicked out of the military for drugs. Oh, so now I have a potential employee, like somebody coming to me to work for my company that has a drug addiction or has done drugs. Like,
did you notice any patterns of what kind of person would be suffering from mental illness in the military, or do you think it's just any kind of person?
it's really anybody, man. It's like I suffered after coming back from Afghanistan my first time. Like I couldn't sleep. Like I had nightmares and I saw stuff, did things, and it's like it kind of.
Right.
I mean, it's not even really being out there, man. It's like you can you can draw that from anything, like going in the range, or stress, like I was saying, it has to do with like how the military is changed and how we have to interact with soldiers. So it's like you got hard ass NCOs like me, like that grew up with even guys being even harder than you. It's like you can draw PTSD from that. Like I know a lot of guys like who are just like I can't do this anymore because like I don't like how I'm being treated. So it's like they'll draw it from that and then they'll just go into a shutdown and like just literally they'll have nightmares. Like I remember one time like I had a suicidal soldier and they're like, hey man, you literally like I slept on his floor and every hour on the hour I would wake up really it was like every 30 minutes I had an alarm set literally for every 30 minutes from 10 o'clock at night till 6 o'clock in the morning. And then every 30 minutes I was waking up to check on this kid, just make sure he was still in his room, make sure he was still alive. And like I would have to wake him up. Hey, you good? All right, cool. Go back to sleep. I went back to sleep and went like that for the whole night, man.
Did he stay? Did he end up getting out of there?
No, he ended up getting out. So he actually ended up he toughed it out, finished his contract, but like they kind of like they're like, hey, he's having these issues. Like we're just gonna leave him alone a little bit. And then he got out. He got an honorable discharge. Like he's doing good now, man. He's living out in California. He's got his own business. Started a family. Like he's doing good for himself.
Good,
like
good.
yeah, man. But that's just how it is, though. Like it's just a stigma. You just gotta. I don't really know.
I mean, some people just have that mental toughness, and some people don't. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
Honestly,
You're either hard or you're not.
exactly.
Let's get on to what you were actually doing.
What's that?
Let's go on to what you were actually doing. Some cool stuff.
Oh man, so my actual job is I'm an 11 Charlie, so it's a indirect fire supportman. So I literally shoot mortars. Like we've got forward observers who are like, hey, we got a target over here. I'm like, all right, cool. Well, tell me where the target is. I put it in my little computer. It gives me what data I need, and I look at my guns. I'm like, all right, boys, put the guns on this, and then shoot the round. And then, the round will impact it. Be like, hey, you missed the target. Well, we're going to adjust you back onto they'll adjust us. Be like, hey, do this. And they're like, all right, cool. Rerun the data, send it back to them. And then we'll adjust the guns and then put rounds on target until like, hey, fire for effect. Send all the rounds. Yeah.
You got some videos on your Instagram of you shooting
On my
anything?
Instagram, I don't know, honestly.
'Cause I've seen you shooting them on social media. I just don't know where. Yeah,
Mostly skydiving and, oh, yeah, right there. Yeah. Yeah, so this is meters ish.
Shit, man.
Yeah, bro. It's a good ass job, man. Like, and especially like mortars are like the we're the black sheep of the army. It's like you're like, oh, what's your job? I'm a mortar. Yeah, those are some of my goobers over there. They're all out of the army now.
Handheld is for the boys.
Yeah, because so if you go back to that picture right there, you see the gun he's holding. We can actually shoot that. Like it's got a trigger on it, so we can just grab it, squeeze it, and shoot it.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. It's like a 12 gauge shotgun and just breaks your hand.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I know plenty of dudes who like shot them and like, put like wrong charges on there and gotten their hands broken and stuff. But yeah, man, no, it's honestly, dude, it's like one of the most rewarding jobs. Like I've met countless people that are just the best people in the world, man. Yeah, some of those are from what's up? If you scroll up there, keep going up. Yeah, those right there. Yeah, that was from deployment back in Afghanistan. 17. Yeah, we had a Staff Sergeant Broadbender had a vehicle rollover. He was in an open turret, and he actually he passed away. So that was the memorial ceremony that we had for him, man. His family came when we came back. His family came, and we had the actual ceremony. It was a really tough day, man, because like it's crazy because like I was talking to him like literally on the mission, like we were like all kind of waiting to like for something to happen. And, like him and I talked for like 30 minutes. I was like, yeah, man, I'll see you later. I'll see you later when we get back to the base. And then I remember we got held up for a little bit, and nobody knew what was happening. They're like, hey, there was a vehicle rollover. We're like, all right, cool, whatever. Like everybody's fine. They're like, yeah, we think everybody's good. And then as soon as we got back to the base, cleaned all the weapons and just kind of sitting around the fire, they were like, hey, Sergeant Broadbender died today. We were like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? They're like, yeah, he was in the open turret because they were driving alongside a cliff. The cliff gave out, and he got crushed by the truck.
On the gun on the top of the tank or whatever. Damn.
Yeah, he was in the open turret. So it wasn't like enemy fire or anything like that.
Right.
But
what a way.
Yeah, man. Hell of a guy.
You still go to Valhalla for that?
Yeah, you still got. Yeah, technically it was battle. We were in battle, so. But yeah, man. Like.
So where have you gone? Where have you like on? I don't know how you call it, a tour or a
like duty station. So we call it like in this like where I've been stationed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we just call them duty stations. So like, hey, where have you been? Started basic training at Fort Benning, Georgia, and then from there I got stationed in Texas. Mm-hmm. Went to Texas, did my my 3 years there. Within like 6 months of being in Texas, I went to Afghanistan for the first time. And then
what year was that?
2014. Yeah, so I wasn't
right out of high school.
Yeah, literally literally within 6 months like of me graduating basic training. Straight, I was gone. Like I left in June and I came back in December on that first one.
Wow.
Yeah, I was 18, 19, like not even. I turned 19 in Afghanistan. Yeah,
not even 21 yet.
Not even 21 yet. Yeah.
Wild. What'd you do over in Afghanistan?
Anything that needed to be doing. Mostly like my first deployment was kind of slow because like I pretty much stayed on like I was on the FOB, like the forward operating base for a while, and then they were like, you know what? We think he's got a lot of potential. We're going to send him down to a line platoon. So I got sent to a line mortar section. So whenever the company went, like whenever they went out, like we were their direct mortar support. So we were always walking with them and shooting mortars and stuff. It wasn't really that crazy of a deployment, honestly. Like not for my first one. But my second deployment was pretty crazy. So we went to Afghanistan back in 2014. Came back in that December. Actually came home and I'm pretty sure we saw each other, Daniel. That was.
Did you had a party or something at your house?
I had a party at my house. Yeah, everybody came over. Yeah,
I remember we did some karaoke.
I was fucking the karaoke parties in my house. Yeah,
yeah.
And then after that, just kind of went through my like base back to just trying to like adjust into society. Like after that first one, like I couldn't really sleep. Like it didn't do much, but like being there and like just being constantly shot at. Like we were taking rockets every single day, like RPGs and shit. Like shit was nuts. And then I came back, adjusted. I didn't really get the help I needed because I thought I could just do it by myself. And honestly, man, it absolutely just like destroyed me. Like I
remember one of the first times that you had came back, you were talking about the difficulties of just being back in normal life.
Yeah, I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. I just kind of like
I
was drinking when I shouldn't have been drinking, but like I couldn't really cope because like I was mentally still there and like. And I didn't really know how to like reintegrate myself into society. And I think that's like that's a problem a lot of the soldiers have today. It's like, they go out there and they come back and then they're just like, oh, I don't need fucking help. It's like, nah, bro, like go get the help. Go get the help you need, man. It's like, yeah, you can be tough, but like there has to be a point where you got to realize it's like, hey, I can't do this. I can't fight this by myself. So it's like, go get the help you need. Go talk to somebody, don't be scared. Like, it's okay. Like, don't be scared. If you're a soldier and you're watching this and you're having problems, please, by all means, go get the help you need. Don't do what I did, because like I was like burning bridges, burning relationships. Like I couldn't keep a relationship, like because I just didn't want to talk to anybody. You remember what's her name, Angela Costa?
Yeah.
Angela and I were dating pretty much throughout my time in Afghanistan, and then when I came back,
She was military too, wasn't she?
yeah, she was in the Air Force, yeah. So like her and I were a thing, but like at the same like, and then like after I came back, I remember one day like I came home for Christmas and I saw her, and then like I was just pushing her away because she was trying to get close, and I was just like, I don't know, this doesn't feel comfortable to me, and essentially just that's what ruined our relationship. Like, had that not happened, yeah, we'd probably been married. Like, but I've also known her since the fucking
forever
since like the third grade. Like, we had our ugly years together. But nah, man, she's one of my best friends. Married to Alex,
Miss Vicente,
Mr. Oh Vicente, yeah,
Vicente squad.
the Vicente squad,
Alex.
yeah, bro.
Alex is awesome.
One of the best people, dude. Like, honestly, and like, we're great friends now. It's like, oh, Angela, I'm sorry I didn't go to Parkade with you on Thursday because I was literally dying because I got sick.
Sorry, Angela.
But yeah, no, man, it's like it ruined my relationship with her, and then like that's kind of when I started kind of realizing I was just like, okay, I need to go get some help and start talking to people and being more vocal about it. And I did. I got my counseling and did all that, and I felt a lot better afterwards. And then after Texas was I went to Alaska.
Remember that?
Yeah, dude, Alaska was cool, man. Like, you guys get the chance, go to Alaska, baller. Yeah, that's
What,
yeah.
Alaska photos.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's a snowboarding resort in Alaska, bro. That was baller.
Hold on, I want to see the picture. This was the wild man.
Wild.
Where it is.
Oh no, that was actually my first year in Germany.
Josh out here.
Oh, that was in January. Okay.
That was my first year in Germany. That's in Austria at a place called Stubaick Glacier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
That looks crazy.
dude, honestly, man, some of the best views,
beautiful.
some of the best. I think I was actually driving to Italy that day. Yeah, I drove to Italy that day. It was like 20 minutes outside the town, so we drove to
Damn.
Italy for lunch, had some pizza, snowboarded down some, saw some waterfalls.
Yes. Oh man, I bet
The
that-
prosciutto.
Oh,
Prosciutto.
buddy.
Best pizza. I don't know. It's not as good as like it was good, but like not like Joey Streeter good at the Slice House.
Known as damn, known as Slice House.
Best pizza in town.
Shout out
Hands
Joey.
In the Bay Area. How about that?
in the Bay Area, yeah. But yeah, man, no, like Alaska. Did my Alaska thing. Went to Afghanistan for a second time in Alaska. That
I
one
went
was.
to Afghanistan for the second time in Alaska. That's what you
No,
just
shut
said.
up, dude. Come on. I've been drinking.
Trying to understand.
No, but
You're saying that the underground tunnels are real.
I mean, there are some.
They got a tunnel from Alaska to Afghanistan.
every single time.
Come on, Josh, let us hear it, bro. Let's get a little messy.
Want all the
on here.
secrets? Yeah.
Let's get a little messy.
No, but did my second tour out of Afghanistan or out of Alaska, and that one was 9 months, and we had we sustained a couple of losses.
Let's slow down for Alaska. What is America's military strategy for Alaska? Right, because you're right next to Russia, right?
Yeah,
So isn't that what you guys are kind of like planning and expecting things to happen like that? Or like,
So
what's going
I don't
on?
really know. So I haven't really dug too deep into it. So it's like, from the north, I think the furthest like northwest point of Alaska, it's only 90 miles to Russia.
That's crazy.
So there's 2 military bases there, and it's a joint base, and then you have you got a base in Anchorage and you have a base in Fairbanks. But the one in Anchorage where I was, it's a joint base. There's active Air Force there. They got F-35s or whatever they got over there. So I don't really think we're. Plus, it's like all the dudes that are in Anchorage, they're all airborne. So it's like all we got to do is hop on a plane, and then all they're gonna do is kick us out. Fucking, we're like an airborne unit can deploy anywhere in the world within 18. Like, it can be mobilized and like you can have boots on the ground within 18 hours. Like, it's a pretty quick turnover because like most of the time everybody's got their bags packed already. So they're like, hey, you go on cycles, like, hey, we're on this cycle, like your bags need to be packed at the company in the cage, like ready to go. So all you got to do is show up with your body armor, you sign your weapon out, grab your bags, throw them in a bus, get on the plane. Like, well, how are we gonna get there? Well, we call it an in-flight rig. So you put your parachute on in the plane while you're flying there, and then they'll be like, all right, hey.
So they had you guys ready for like a moment's notice. Something is happening.
Literally anywhere in the world.
That's
18 hours. 18 hours we were anywhere. And
That's
like
crazy.
Every unit's got like their quick reaction kind of, they do the cycles. So it's like, hey, like you guys can like hey, here's the call. All right, cool. You guys need to be, wheels up at the company with all your shit ready to go, and fucking, you got 2 hours to get back here, get all your shit, draw your weapon. We're getting on a bus and we're going. Like, it's a pretty quick turnaround. Yeah, man.
Crazy. So I had a roommate. He was in the Marines, and he said that one of his drill sergeants was like this hood ass black dude, had golds and everything. And he said the only reason that he was in the military is because they gave him the option either go to the military
Go to jail.
or go to jail.
That's a real thing.
They still give that option today.
I'm not sure about it today, but like I'm sure it's still like it's on like depending on what they did, like it's probably still on the table. But like I met a couple dudes that were like, yeah, they were gonna send me to prison, or I had to join the military for and then the guys that joined the military, bro, they've never looked back. Like they were just like, this is the best thing I've ever done, for myself.
He said he'd been in there for like 15, 20
Yeah,
years.
you're old crusty,
Just fucking golds, fucking hood as fuck, just like ghetto ass nigga. Fucking, I'm sure you've seen it, just hood ass fucking drill sergeants.
Honestly, yeah, you get those every now and again, but like everybody's pretty like everybody's got to switch. Like you see everybody at work, everybody's professional, and then as soon as you see them fucking out, it's just like you hood as fuck. You ratchet.
The way you made it sound like it was like a court order decision, but I can see it happening where like you have a life of crime, you beat one final case, and you still have a clean record. You're like, fuck, I can't go back to doing this.
Yeah,
let me go join the military.
Yeah,
to save myself.
Yeah, exactly. Court order either way.
It was court ordered.
Yeah. I know a couple of guys that were court ordered. Like it's. That actually like that happens. Like, oh yeah, I want to turn my life around. So let me just join the military. And honestly, bro, it's like some of the best soldiers like come from like tough backgrounds like that. It really I'm dead ass, man. Like or like dudes that come from like nothing. It's like they got something to prove, so they're gonna prove themselves in the military. And honestly, that's one of the best places, man. It's like you get 3 hots in a cot. You get your salary. You get paid on the 1st and the 15th, guaranteed every single month. Like you get to shoot guns for free. You get to travel the world and just go be a goon. Like
goon.
Just be a goon. Yeah, moons out, goons out. Honestly, man, it's one of the best decisions I've ever made. Like every single year, like when they're like my re-enlistment window, that hey, you gonna re-enlist? Fuck no, man, I'm getting out. Fuck no, I'm getting out. And then they're like, hey, you got 2 months. Like you getting out? I'm just like, nah, I'll stay in for another one. Like, and honestly, like I'm to the point where it's just like I'm so close to be just being done. Like. Oh, whatever, let me just do it and retire.
What is it? You seem like you're enjoying it. It's like a lot of people that I know.
No, my job sucks. I hate my shit.
No, you've been there forever.
Nah, I know, yeah.
Like, a lot of people that I know that out of high school went to the military are already out, like Angela and some other people, Terrell, all some other people. But it's like you seem like you really, kind of embodied the soldier life.
Yeah, man. I mean, the soldier life's not bad. It's just, like you wait. I mean, hours suck, but like. It's not bad. Like I mean, you get weekends off unless you got a 24-hour shift. Whatever. You sit at a desk, do some paperwork, walk around, make sure nobody's fucking doing anything crazy. But like, it's really not that bad, man.
It seems like you like it. So keep doing your thing. Keep doing your damn thing.
We're getting pretty far into this. Why don't we hit some of some juicy stuff?
What you got?
Some. Let's start off in general. Your opinion on the war in Ukraine.
There's 2 types of soldiers, right? You got garrison soldiers, and then you got the deployment soldiers. Like garrison soldiers, they're your, they like to do paperwork, they like to do all this and all that. And then you got your deployment soldiers who thrive when everything in their life, like shit, buildings could be falling around them, literally fucking like you could be getting shot at 24/7. Everything in your life would just be like, oh, I can die at any second. That's me. That is 100% me. I was doing paperwork about a month and a half ago, and I was just stressing. Like I had, my 3 computer screens up. I'm typing up awards. Like I'm literally doing 3 of them at the same time. And then my first sergeant comes in. He's just like, honestly, Josh, he's like, Briggs, this is the most stressed I've ever seen you in my, like, he's like, well, when you're outside with your soldiers, like you're training them, and like you're doing all that. He's like, bro, you are just all smiles and you're having a good time. He's like, me seeing you stressed like this makes me happy. I was just like, I was like, okay, this is due to you in 15 minutes. Get out of my. I was like, first sergeant, please get out of my office so I can have this to you, because I've already been yelled at once today, and I'd rather not get yelled at again. I've been chewed out before, but like,
times.
Yeah, but like, nah, dude, I'm a deployment soldier through and through. Like, if they told me like, hey, you're going to Afghanistan tomorrow for 9 months, I'd be like, yeah, okay.
Say less.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. Who am I going with? They're like, you're taking your boys and you're going. I'm gone. I'm not even worried about it. Like. It's that shit's the adrenaline that you get from like when you're getting shot at, like, bro, that's like,
I don't know if I can handle that, bro.
Woo, man, let me tell you, that's better than any roller coaster you ever been on.
I had dreams where I've been shot at.
What's that?
I've had dreams where I've been shot at.
Yeah, same feeling. Same feeling.
So, like, craziest story that you have for the military, what would you say?
I mean, I got a lot of those, man.
Let's hear one, man. There's one thing that sticks out, specifically.
Man, honestly, like, this one day we were on patrol. So I'm in a support by fire position up on a mountain, right? And the whole day is going off. We're shooting mortars, like we're covering enemy retreats and all that, our friendly retreats and like advances and everything. Well, we don't retreat because we just didn't give a fuck. We were just like, we're gonna kill everything. We're gonna kill everything in this fucking town. But we had a soldier who took an RPG, got shot at the truck he was in, and he was up in the turret shooting. And there's in front of the turrets, there's like a shield, essentially, the bulletproof glass with a slit down the middle for the gun for the barrel to go through on the 50 cal. And the RPG came in and it hit the driver's side windshield, and this dude took shrapnel to like two parts of his throat. So he got shrapnel down here in his throat and took shrapnel just above his Adam's apple, and he just dropped like right out of the turret. And I remember our buddy Dan, he was just like, he's like, I looked back, dude, and like all I saw was him just drop down, and I thought he was dead. And then we didn't know what was going on because like we were up in the support by fire, so we were we're hanging and banging rounds. Like the dude to my left, it was on a Mark 19 grenade launcher, just dumping rounds. The 50 cal was just dumping rounds. We had there was an AC-130 in the air with providing air support. Mm-hmm. And then I noticed two Apaches fly in, and I was just like, oh, why are they here? Like I was like, I didn't hear anything on the we didn't hear anything on the radio for like Apache support. And then we saw a Black Hawk come in with a Red Cross, and I was just like, oh shit. And then I saw smoke like before, like the Black Hawk will do like a circle around, and then it'll come back in like once the landing site's secured. And I saw red smoke, and I was just like, yo, did somebody get hit? And they were like, we don't, like, nobody was telling us anything. So we were just like, all right, whatever. Kept focusing, just shooting, dumping. And then medevac leaves, and then we had been attached to some like special forces guys, and I'll never forget what this dude said to me. So he was just like, hey, you two come here. So me and my other mortar, my buddy Futrell, he was like, hey, and he put his arms up in front of us. He's like, everything that's in between my arms, I want it on fire in the next like 5 minutes. We were just like, are you sure? He's like, burn it all to the ground. So like me and my buddy just looked at each other like, okay. So we had two more. We actually had three mortars set up. So we had two that could shoot rounds that we could the red phosphorus rounds that we could set stuff on fire. Mm-hmm. So we were like, well, how many rounds do you want? He's like, how many do you have? We're like, we looked at our round count. We got about 508 left. He's just like, shoot all of it. So dude, we shot literally every single round. Like, dude, we were tired. Like, I'm talking like concussed. Like at the end, like towards the end of the day, like we had like bands on our helmet. Like they were just like bent up. Like our helmet, like my helmet cover, like was like almost like blown apart just from shooting all around. And I'm just like, oh, like super, just headaches all day, dude.
How long did it take to empty all those rounds?
Oh, we did it in about 20 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah. Oh no, we was cooking.
So where the hell were y'all?
Afghanistan, just Afghanistan,
riding around,
hanging out in the town. Yeah, just hanging out in the town.
So what was your what was the mission that they were like? What was your intel? What did you have? What did you know?
Essentially, it was like an ISIS controlled town. So essentially, we were just kind of going in, just kind of like trying to push them back and like essentially clear out the town. So like every time we'd show up in the morning, like all the civilians would like walk out of the town, and then like after that, like we gave them like 30 minutes to like an hour to like exit the town. Like they knew when we were coming. Like they always know when we're coming. Mm-hmm. So all the civilians walk out of the town, and then we drive in, and anybody that was fucking still in the town was pretty much fair game. Like I didn't get to go on like any of the assault, I wasn't like really on the assault at any time really. But like anybody who was there was fucking fair game. Like,
so you just assume everybody there is just
they're there
Ivans.
For like
because they got the innocents left.
Exactly. They got told to they got told to leave. Anybody else that stays, hey,
taking a chance.
You're running the risk. But like so after the medevac got cleared and we shot that we shot all those rounds. We had an AC-130 on station and it shot all of its ammo. They called up. They're like, hey, Spectre, whatever it is, like Spectre 130 is like, hey, we're Winchester, we gotta go. And I was like, I didn't know what that meant. I was like, hey, what does Winchester mean? They're like, oh, the AC-130, they don't have any more ammo. They gotta go. We're like, well, what? So yeah, AC-130 flew out, and then we had like F-16s like hot doing, just like kind of like spotting targets and like making sure nothing was crazy, like covering, because like at the end of the day, like 4 or 5 o'clock, we started to roll out. So everybody kind of started pulling back to the rendezvous, and then they were like, "Hey, we gotta break down our suburb by fire, and then get out of here." We're like, "All right, cool, whatever." So we break everything down. We had a bag of charges. So on these like mortar rounds, we put like charges on there to like increase or decrease the range. So me and another sergeant, I wasn't a sergeant, I was a specialist at the time, and one of the sergeants was like, "Hey, come on, man, I'll go with you. We'll get rid of this stuff." And I was like, "All right, cool, whatever." We go throw it in a ditch, man, and then like we can go to set it on fire, and like we just hear screaming. They're like, what the fuck? Why is everybody screaming? And like we turn and we look, and then like we just see like this like lone figure, and we're just like, "Oh fuck!" Like I didn't have I think I had like a pistol or something on me, and
I'm sorry, what, a lone figure standing through
just
the
like a
smoke
person
as the smoke clears?
not even, it wasn't even that, so the way it was like set up is like there was like so like we were set up on this ridge, right? So we were set up on a ridge and we came across like this. All right, here, I'll show you. So we were like on a ridge line right here, like shooting this way, right? And then there was a road that kind of like that we drove in on, and it kind of curved around. So we came down around, like there was like a pit that we could just burn stuff in. So we just threw everything in there. I lit a cigarette, and like I remember walking around the curve, and I looked down the road just to make sure nobody was down there. I looked, and I was like, "Oh, there's nobody here. All right, cool, whatever." And then like somebody just showed up, like just one single person, and then I was like, "What the fuck is going on, bro?" And it turned out it was just like it was a person there. Like we didn't know if they were there to kill us or anything. We were just like me and my like I look, because like I was like, I swear to God, like I looked like 2 or 3 times. I was like, and I told them, I was like, "Hey man, something don't feel right. Like I don't have this good feeling on me." And like look, nothing was there. Lit the cigarettes, bullshitting, talking for a couple seconds, and then we just hear screaming. We're like, "What the fuck? Why is everybody fucking screaming?" And like everybody's just running towards us, like just full sprinting, like, "Oh, there's fucking something! Turn around!" And we turn around and look, and there's like a lone person just walking up, and we're just like, I was like, "Well, I'm probably gonna die right now." And like, it was just heart wrenching, dude. And like, I couldn't even process anything, so I just grabbed my gun and like pointed it up, and I was just like, I am so glad. Before we walked over here, like I even said, I was like, I am so glad I decided to walk back to the truck and grab this, because I just had a pistol, and I was just like, I was gonna hit shit. I was gonna hit fucking a person that was like 200 meters away. I was just like, yeah, you know what? I was like, let me go get my M4 just in case. And sure as shit, man, like didn't know what was fucking happening. And then somebody they just started the person that was there just like started sprinting, and got shot in, like somebody took a pop shot, shot him in the leg, and then they got up again and just started sprinting again, and just got domed right there. And I was just like, holy shit. Okay. Wow. I was like, all right. Like after I was, we've got, essentially, a de-escalation of, like an escalation of force, essentially. You shout, show, shove, shoot, and then you shoot again. So you shout, "Hey, I'm here." You like, if they're getting close, you shove them away. Like if it's just like this distance, and you shove them away. You show your weapon. You tell them to stop, and like you fire a warning shot. No warning shot. After that, it's yeah.
And this was just a random person.
We had no idea.
Jesus
exactly,
Christ.
bro. We were just like, and then after it happened, we were just kind of like,
I could have been mad.
I was like, this could have been very, very bad. It was like, because they got kind of close, like within like 100 meters, and like after they started sprinting, like they got like within 50, and like we didn't know if they had a vest or anything, so we were just like, all right, this could have been a lot worse. So we were just like,
time.
Yeah, and after that, dude, like, I mean, we were all just like, all right, so we going home? All right. Got in the trucks, rolled out, but everybody was pretty silent, like the entire time. Like nobody said anything. Like even when we got back, like unloaded all the trucks, we just
nobody talked.
Silence. It was just
yeah. That's crazy.
And then like everybody sat down, we all talked about it, like what happened, and then that was that.
Do you guys document these type of situations or no?
Not really. Like I'm sure, like, I don't know how certain people do it, but like there's like, we go through like a debrief, like we'll just sit down and we'll just talk about what happened, like the events of the day, but we don't really document. Like if there's a documentation process, I don't fucking know. I was like, that's above my pay. I was like, I'm paid to pull the trigger, like, and I will do that without questions any day of the week.
Spray your ass. Do you need another beer?
Yeah, I'll take another one, bro.
All right, let's take a little break here.
stories for days, bro. Like, seen a bunch of shit. Like, there's a lot. I want to talk about a lot of it. I can't.
Well, what can't you talk about?
I was like, well, I mean, also we've signed like there's like been like non-disclosure agreements like we gotta sign and shit. And so, like,
Well, you can't tell me what those things are, but you can tell me what kinds of things would be agreed to not be disclosed. What kinds of things? Not categorized.
Not even that, man.
Oh man,
Yeah, they're very, very specific.
Interesting.
in those documentations.
Interesting.
But honestly, that was like probably that was like one of the craziest days I've ever had. Like, even like to this day, like me and the guy that like was with me, we were just like, we should not be here, man. We should not be here. I don't know, man. It's just living a crazy lifestyle, bro. Living a crazy lifestyle.
Military.
But
military.
yeah, no, man. That was probably one of the like from Afghanistan. That was probably like one of the craziest times. But in to your prior question, like with everything with the Ukraine, man, like we're all just.
Thank you. I thought you were dancing around it.
No,
I thought
no,
you were.
no,
You know what? I don't want to fucking talk about this. I'll just skip it.
I'll tell you whatever you want to know about. Like, I mean, I'll tell you what I know, but
What were you gonna say?
Is there Americans over there yet? No.
So there
We're
was
just aiding.
Volunteers.
essentially, yeah. So like, I mean, we're just like the government's just sending them weapons, like because I don't think we're trying to get like directly involved.
Yeah, hell no.
Closer.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so like we're not like trying to get like directly involved, but like because like NATO. So in Europe, like NATO is like a big thing. Like all the NATO countries, like we're all cool with each other. Like I mean, I've done training events with Russians or not Russians, the British, Australians, Canadians. Like, dude, I've worked with so many countries, bro. Everybody's so fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've done training with Ukrainians, like last November. I've done training with them. Really nice guys, like really cool dudes. Like everybody's just like we're all just like it's just foreign military.
It's all
We're all-
brothers. Look,
Yeah, exactly.
big-ass
We're all just
frat,
like,
bro.
I was
Big-ass
just like,
frat.
hey, like you want to come drink with us? We're like, we're not allowed to drink, but we'll come hang out and play cards with you guys. And
You can't drink in other countries like on basis.
so I mean, like not at, like we were at like legitimate like training events, so it's like we couldn't drink because like we don't because like, I don't know, man. It's just like it fucks with us. Like we're all soldiers. We all have kind of a bit of an alcohol problem, so we're just kind of they're just like, all right, no drinking. We're like, all right, whatever.
All right, whatever.
So,
Fine.
But yeah, no, man. By far, like the cool, like the most fun militaries I've ever like hung out with and like partied with. Definitely like the British and the Irish and the Australians. Those dudes are just
Been on a
fucking
party.
nuts, dude. Oh my god, dude, they're just on another level. Like the way they just like roast people, but it's just good people. But like in regards to the Ukraine, man, honestly, it's like I think it's just like we're not gonna do anything unless we get like directly involved. Like so, unless I mean, it's like people like the government has said is like if they attack anything NATO, America, like they've said America's going to answer with full force, and like I wholeheartedly fucking believe that. Like that's like that's going to happen. So if like anything wild happens, like any of our like the NATO allies get attacked, like I think we're going to go in like whole ass. But
USA.
Yeah.
Bro, I saw on Instagram recently. It was like the U.S. military is becoming weaker. I don't know if you've seen that.
There's been talks. At least Fox News said it.
Yeah, well, that's Fox News.
Yeah.
It's like Fox News.
Is that a lie? Is that cap?
Honestly, man, I can't really talk on that because like I don't really know. Like I don't want to like sit here and like just feed you guys bullshit. Like I fucking know. Like fuck no. Like if I don't know something, like I'm gonna be like, no, I don't really honestly don't know anything about that. Like from like what I've seen, like that's probably what the media wants people to see, and it's like I think it's cap. Like,
Have you been in any war games or like how does that get? How do you participate in that?
so it's like a giant. It's like giant laser tag. Like straight up, it's like laser tag. So like,
Have you been a part of one?
Oh fuck yeah, dude! You do it every year. Like we always go to training every single year. There's like two big units for it. Like you got one in Louisiana and then you got one in Germany and then another one in actually three. So Germany, Louisiana, and then there's one out in California. And it's just like literally laser tag. So it's like we got these like lasers that we can like slap on our guns. We put like blank adapters on. So it's like it's just literally just like it's like you're shooting but not. And then you get like this like these vests that you put on and stuff, and like literally like I can it's literally military laser. Like so like our machine guns have them, like our 50 calibers have them, like everything, like every weapon system has them. And
That's
like literally, dude, yeah. So we'll play force on force like that, and then like we'll have like battlefield adjudicators. We call them OCTs. So they just walk around and be like, nope, you're dead. Nope, you're dead. Like they've got these like blue gun, like these
Fuck yeah.
they got these like we call them God guns, and they'll shoot like a bunch of people, and I'll be like, oh hey, an airstrike got called on this spot, and like they had the setting on their like on the gun, and then like whoever was like in that like immediate area, they'll just shoot once, and everybody's shit will just start beep, and they're just like fuck man.
Yeah, you have the golden gun.
Yeah, seriously, yeah.
And like, what do? You're done after that? Is like a reset?
Yeah, so it's like a reset. So you'll die. They'll pull you off the battlefield, take you somewhere for like 2 or 3 hours, like, and then they'll essentially it's like a like a tactical reset. And then they'll fucking shoot your shit, and then they'll be like, all right, cool, go back out and suck with your friends again. And then
that sounds fun as hell, bro.
Oh fuck, that shit sucks, dude. Because like whenever we do that, it's like we show up. You know, it's usually like month-long rotation. So we'll show up for a month. First week we'll in process, kind of like be like, all right, we're here, established, and then like start the planning phase, and then we'll get all of our equipment, sign for everything, put it on our gear. Week 2 is usually when we go out. We'll go out for 2 weeks straight, man. It's just brutal.
Maybe for the people that don't actually know what this is, what are the war games?
I mean, so it's not essentially like just like games. It's just like essentially it's like they'll be like, all right, here's the scenario. Here's the enemy. Here are you guys, and here's the enemy. So essentially, it's just like you kind of want to try to go around, seize key terrain, and then essentially like there's a couple different phases to it. You got your attack phase, your defense, attack and defense phase, and then the third phase is called open phasing. So it's like anything goes during that. So it's like you guys can go attack whatever you want to attack. You can defend whatever you want to defend. It's like So it's like legitimate it's like actual like force on force, and then like versus the whole thing is force on force, but like. Or like in the attack phase, it'll be like, hey, we're gonna go, seize this town, and we're gonna hold it for 72 hours, and then we're gonna push to another town, seize that town, and then try to get as much terrain as we can. And then in the defense, it's like, hey, you guys are stuck here, don't go anywhere. The enemy's coming. We don't know when they're coming. They're coming.
Scripted scenarios.
Yeah,
right?
it's yeah. So
and who participates in this?
Really any units like we partner forces come out so that's where I've worked with all these different militaries, Canadians.
Oh, that's what I'm asking. Is like what countries?
Oh, dude, yeah. I mean, pretty much anybody that's like a NATO ally can come to it's like a joint. It's called the joint. It was like Joint Municipal Readiness Center. So it's like any NATO countries, like the Italians come through, the Greek. The Germans come through with their tanks. Those dudes, yeah, dude. The Germans rolled through one time with their tanks. Like we were like, hey, the Germans are here. They're like, they've got like a tank battalion out here. We're just like, well, fuck that, bro. Like, what the fuck are we gonna do against the tank? No. And it's funny. One time I'm like on top of a hill, just fucking, I'm just rocking, and then this tank comes out of nowhere, and like I look to my left, and like the guy in the turret turns to me, and he just like says something to like to the guy who was actually gunning the tank, and then all I see is the tank just turn to me. It just like ever so slowly turns, and I looked at him, and I was just like,
"This is it."
And I was just I looked at it, I was just like, "No!" And then he took the tank like the main gun of the turret. He's just like, "Yes." I was just like, "Oh, you motherfucker!" Yeah,
it's go time.
And then like some OC the OCT guy with the guy he came out of the woods. He was like, "I saw that, buddy, but you're fucking dead." I was like, "All right." And then, went over to the tank, talked to the guys. They let me in the tank, and I kind of saw around and stuff. It's super cool, man. But yeah, dude, I've worked with countries all over the world, bro. All over the world.
Well, it seems like everyone's on the same page in a way. So
yeah, I mean, it's military, man. It's like we all suck, we all hate our lives. So it's just like might as well hate our lives together, and make some new friends.
Gives you some kind of hope for society, right?
Yeah, no, 100%, bro. Like honestly, military people are like some of the best people, like, and you can tell who's military. But like you go out, like even now, like even being home, like I don't have I'm not freshly shaven, no fresh haircut or anything like that. But like you can go out and you can see people and you just be like,
I know something.
I was like, hey, what's up? You're like, what's up with you? I was like, okay, yeah, what do you do for work? Yeah, I work in the area. I'm just like, I bet you do. I bet you do.
There's no like secret handshake or like secret like greeting.
Not really, man. No? It's like you. Like other military, like we can tell military like I've been at bars before. I'm sitting like military guys. We usually sit in a bar. We're usually really quiet, keep to ourselves. Don't really talk to anybody. And just kind of look across the bar and just like, what's up, dude? And he's just like, what's up with you? And I'm just like, you want a beer? Yeah, I do. I'm just like, okay, yeah, he's fucking military.
Yeah, like I said, bro, it's like a frat, man.
Yeah, it really
It's like
is,
a
dude.
big ass frat,
The biggest brotherhood in the world.
worldwide frat. So wrap up question.
Well, let's lead into that naturally. We normally ask a kind of paranormal question at the very end, but I want to wrap this into your, out there. Like the Navy gets all the attention for seeing all the UFOs. Does the Army see any?
We don't see any weird shit like that.
No.
See, the only time we see weird shit is like, so it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, right? You're, you've been in the woods for like 2 or 3 days, and you're just fucking like, you're just sleep deprived. You're starving. Like you can only smoke so many cigarettes to stay awake, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, what they say, witching hours, like what, 3
to 4.
3 to 4. Yeah, that's when we start seeing shit. Like we'll be like laying on a machine gun, like in the woods, like in a security position. And you just start seeing shit in the woods, bro. It's like, dude, it's fucking, yeah. It's like, I'm like, hey, man, did you see that? What the fuck you talking about? Mind you, we're all wearing night vision. We're just like, dude, I swear to God, I just saw that bush move. Like, nah, dude, you're just fucking, you're crazy. And you're just like, dude, I don't fucking know, man. I swear to God, there's a skin weaver out there somewhere. Like,
Skin weaver.
Dude, there's a Wendigo somewhere, dude.
You
Like,
seen a Bigfoot in Alaska?
no, but a lot of moose, though.
Oh.
No, but dude, like, seriously, like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, like after you've been like sitting on a gun all night, it's just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
did you see that, man? Nah, dude, you're fucking crazy. Nah.
You ain't
Let's go check it out. Let's
you
go
ain't
check it
seen
out.
any Bigfoot in Afghanistan? I heard there's a lot over there.
Bigfoot in Afghanistan? Fuck no, dude.
Call
lying,
out.
bro.
There's
you
probably some
lying.
some Taliban dude named like fucking.
NBA, bro, NBA. Or was it India?
Non-disclosure agreement. He said that. He's got him. He's got signatures on some.
Yeah, bro, he capped.
He won't tell me what categories of things require an NDA, but he signed some.
Nah, man. I mean, that's common knowledge. Like people know there's Taliban. People know there's ISIS. Like you're like, it's like I think I see something over there. Do you really see something? But like, it's different in Afghanistan. It's like we got birds, like all the birds in the air. Like and we like, hey, fucking, can you scan the area? Right? It was like they got like white hot thermals and shit. They're like, yo, scan this shit. Like 200 meters in front of me. Is there anybody there? No, you're just seeing shit. Yeah, okay. But like, nah, dude. It's like whenever like it's worse when we're like at training events. Like we're sitting in the woods, like it's just you and the boys, and like you're just like looking out in the woods, and you're just like, hey, did you see that? Nah, man, there's fucking nothing up there. Dude, shut the fuck up. Go back to sleep. No, dude, we're supposed to be awake right now. Like, just constantly fighting back and forth. I'm like, dude, I swear to God, there's something out there. It's like, bro, we are the only people out here. Like, there's no other units. It's just us. There's nothing out there. I'm just like, nah, there's something out there. There's something. Like, I've heard, like, I've gotten calls from my soldiers, and they're, hey, Sergeant Briggs. I'm like dead asleep in the truck, and I wake up, and I'm just like, yeah, what? They're like, hey, can you come over to my position? I swear to God, bro, if it's something stupid, I'm going to be mad. I'm going to wake everybody up, and everybody's going to have a bad time. And I walk over there, and they're like, hey, sorry, I think I saw something in the woods over there. I was just like, the fuck are you talking about? You saw something in the woods, bro? I was like, it's just us out here. There's nobody out here. Like, no op 4, nothing. He's like, yeah, but I think I saw something in the woods. I'm just like, fucking, oh my God, pussy. Fucking walk over there, and then I hear something in the bushes, and then I'm just like, and then I'll slow. It's usually like a wild animal or something.
For sure.
And then I'll step back, and then I'll lay down next to him and just be like, yeah, okay, there's definitely something over there. I don't know what it is, but there's something out there. And we'll just stay awake and just bullshit for an hour or so. And like, are you good? Can I go back to bed now? Yeah, and they'll be like, my soldiers used to call me Dad. They'd be like, thanks, Dad. I'm like, fuck off, bro. Go back to the truck. Go back to sleep.
No animal attacks out there?
I've been chased by boar. In Alaska, bears and moose like just kind of run rampant. I like walked up on a moose one time, and I was just like, I'm about to die, so let me walk right back.
And moose are like sneaky fucking huge.
Dude, they're monstrous,
Huge.
bro. I remember there was one time like I was getting ready for work in the morning and like getting ready to leave my house, and like I walked out and there was like there was like 3 moose like sitting behind my truck like licking the salt off my driveway, and I was
Oh, man.
I'm not going to work today.
and I called my boss and I was like, hey man, I'm gonna be late to work. He's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was like, and I took a picture and I sent it to him. He was just like, all right man, just get here when you get here. Normally that happens, you just call the game warden and then they'll come and shoo him away or whatever. No, shoo
them away.
Shoo them away, not shoot them. No, in Alaska that was like a big like, oh no. But if you like didn't draw like a tag to hunt the moose, like it wasn't gonna happen.
Just say you're being attacked. I have to protect myself.
Doesn't even matter. You probably still go to jail for that. For killing a moose, yeah.
Bro, I heard it's illegal. In the law, it is illegal to kill a Bigfoot.
The fuck do you
That's
hear?
a big
What?
jump.
You never heard that?
No.
It is illegal to kill a Bigfoot. That is in the law.
In what state?
Every state in the country.
I think that's cat, bro.
Bro, look it up. It is
No,
illegal.
look it up. No, please, for the love
It's
of God.
illegal to kill a Bigfoot. Like, why is that a
Bro,
law?
Bigfoot doesn't exist.
The law says otherwise.
I think the law's full of shit. Sasquatch law, that's a thing. You can't kill Bigfoot in Washington.
Oh, they got docs here, bro.
This looks like somebody just like typed it up.
Can't read all this, man.
There better be like some official signature at the end of this.
It was like, I saw a video. It was like laws that are still random but in effect, and it was like you can't kill a Bigfoot.
Mount St. Helens, bro. That's in Washington State. What is that? What county is that?
Northern California.
Scammania County Ordinance.
Scammania County. Okay, hey, no. Highlight that Scammania County. Look that up. Yeah, highlight that and search that in Google. The whole thing right there. Yeah, Google search that.
It's a felony.
Son of a
It's a
bitch.
felony, bro.
Real and mythical. No fucking way.
Why is that a thing? If Bigfoot doesn't exist?
WashingtonBigfoot.com. Blogs.lsc.gov. Okay, that's
illegal.
That's legitimate.
It's illegal to kill Bigfoot.
In Skamania County.
Okay.
Fair enough. All right. Well, I stand corrected. I apologize for that, gentlemen. Get the fuck. That's wild, dude.
So Bigfoot is real. So don't cap on that one.
What are you gonna say? Nessie's real down in Lake Loch Ness?
Why not?
Fair enough.
Bigfoot. What else? Mothman. The
Okay. I
Jersey Devil.
the
the Mothman. The Mothman's real. Like,
you
I
seen it? You
believe
seen
in. I believe in the Mothman.
Okay, what person?
I don't know what I saw, but like I saw something.
And it's in the
Okay,
Middle
okay,
East.
okay,
Mothman's
okay.
in the Middle
The
East.
Mothman is in the middle. Like, I bet he is, dude. Yeah, no,
Okay.
100%.
So let's close out our question. Go ahead, Daniel.
Okay, Mr. Staff Sergeant Briggs. Have you ever came across any type of paranormal, seen any type of paranormal, alien, unexplainable ghost activity ever in your life? If so, please let us know.
All right, so yeah, so I will say that like I have had not in the military, but like I have had a scare. I had some friends who wanted to go to some abandoned insane asylum in Texas,
Yikes.
and the boys were like, "Hey man, let's go to this place." I was like, first of all, I'm black and I'm Hispanic. I was like, dude, the Hispanic in me is just like, brother, grandma raised us better than this. Like, let's not do it. Like I went to like this place with my grandmother one time, like for dinner, like with my parents' friends. And like my grandmother wouldn't walk into the fucking house, and we're just like,
She felt something, bro.
yeah, I was like, Ma, what's wrong? You're not coming in the house. She's like, I'm not getting in this house. There's something in this house, and I don't want to be a part of it. And she just wouldn't. I mean, me and my brother, we looked at each other, we were like, hey, Mom, Dad, Grandma's not going in. We ain't going in, like straight up. But yeah, dude, I was out in the woods. It was like I was doing like land navigation, so it was like, you know, they're like, all right, hey, go find your points out in the woods, and like it was like the course was like over like 5 miles long. Mm-hmm. And I'm just walking around in the woods, dude. And it was essentially two different instances. Let me tell you about the insane asylum first. My friends like hey man, come on, let's go. I was like, dude, I can't do it. I was like, that's not me. And then sure enough, they fucking give me some shots, and I was just like, fuck it, let's go. And then we get there, and like, dude, as soon as I got out of the car, like just like this like chill went up my spine. And I was just like, fuck no. And they're like, come on, dude, come through the gates. I was like, fuck no. They're like, here's another shot. I was like, okay, let's go through the gate.
Let's do it.
And she kept feeding me shots, and I was just like, fuck it. And I get to the door, like the main entrance, man. And I was like, guys, I will not step foot in this building. Like, and I had my gun with me. And I was just like, I will shoot anybody that tries to get me in this fucking. I was like, I will smoke any of you if you try to get me in this fucking bitch. And fucking, they're like, fine, we're gonna go. And I was just like, you're all white, you all do that, have fun, right? And I'm just standing there, right? Like 5-10 minutes goes by, and I'm like hearing shit, like I'm hearing shit like talking to me, and I'm just like
in your head or like
outside, like, and I'm just like, nah, man, I'm good, like I'm not going in here. And then sure as shit, like I start hearing door slams and all this, and I was just like, nope, not feeling it. So I kind of like start like walk, like I'm walking backwards, like down the steps of this asylum, and then all I see I see a light, like my friend's lights, like they have all that like flashlights and shit, and like I see all the lights go out, and I was just like, they're just fucking with me. And then sure as shit, bro, I just see them sprinting out, Like I'm talking like dead sprint, like
Out of there.
bro, like Michael Myers was chasing him, like coming out, like, and then we all get in the car. They're like, get in the car, get in the car, get in the car. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, all right. Like I pull my gun out, like I was like, what's up? We gonna do this?
Crackheads.
Yeah, seriously, bro. And then like we get in the car and we just take off. And I was just like, yo, what the fuck happened? They're like, dude, I don't know what the fuck happened. But something grabbed him. Something grabbed him. I was like, what do you mean something grabbed him? And like they like took off, like lifted up their shirts because they were long sleeves and it was cold. And they had like handprints on their arm. And I was just like, bro. I was like, bro, if I would have been in there, I'd been dead. Like straight up. Like, dude, yeah. Like, no fucking way.
Niggas don't fuck with that shit, bro.
No,
Niggas
dude.
don't fuck with that shit.
And then the second one, I was out in field training, you know, doing land nav, and I came across this like little abandoned building. I was just like, let me poke my head in there because like they like that like hide the like the points and shit in there. They're not supposed to, but they do it. And like I took a step towards it, and like I got the same feeling, and I was just like, oh, I didn't even bother with it, bro. Like I like turned my headlamp on. It was like we always have like, you know, red. We always do red. So we can read our map instead of white if you're in trouble. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, fuck that, bro. I had my weapon with me, and I've got a flashlight on it, and I turned that shit on, and I started scanning. I was just like, I don't have live rounds, but they don't know this. And I started scanning, right? And then I come back to like, I scan across the house, dude, like in the windows. Like I was good, like maybe 150 meters, 200 meters away. I started scanning, and then like I stopped, and I looked through my scope. And I was just like, all right, there's nothing there. And then I scanned off to check the woods around it. And I checked up atop, like up above the house, came back down in. And then I was just like, let me check the windows again just to make sure there's nothing. I was just like, I just need to be sure. And I'm looking through the site. Mind you, our optics are, they're 4 times optics. So like I can see fucking everything. Mm-hmm. So fucking, I'm panning across. And then I stop on a window. And like I see a face like dip out from the side of the window.
Like a detailed face?
I fucking saw every goddamn detail on that fucking face, dude. Literally, it was just like a quick.
See you.
And right back in. And I turned the light off, and I was just like, nah, it's full of shit, bro. I was just like, nah, I'm just seeing shit. So I lit a cigarette, and I was just like, I started walking, and I was just like, I took like 5 steps, and I was just like, nah, hold on. Flipped it back on, and then I flipped it. And then I went back. This was the face was upstairs, and I went like I saw the downstairs window, and the bitch was like there was some
face
and the same full body in the fucking window. I was just like, fuck no, dude. Literally, I turned that shit off, and I just started running, dude, as fast as I could. And then I ran past one of my sergeants. He's like, yo, what the fuck are you running for? He's like, Briggs, did you find all your points? I was like, fuck no, there's somebody in the fucking house over there. Like I was just like completely incoherent. I just took off running down the trail, like.
That shit was shaky, bro.
Dude, I have never been more scared in my entire life, dude. Like I was probably the fastest 100 meters I ever ran in my entire life.
And it's not even like you got a gun pointing in your face. It's just some human or whatever.
Dude,
like
I don't even know what
it looked like.
It was like it looked like a middle-aged man, but like completely. I'm talking like as pale as your shirt, like pale white as your shirt, bro. Just like
goosebump.
I've been
like, bro, just a crusty, dilapidated looking face, bro. Just like,
could it have been a hermit?
No. Oh fuck no, dude.
What would it have taken for a person to get out to that building?
It's a military training ground, bro. It's like there's no way. Like people are out there all the time. It's like we know who, like, it was like people. If there's somebody like squatting in like a military base, like, dude, you're gonna get found out, bro. It's like there's people out there all the time. Like,
we're human, we can't live without heat,
exactly.
without fire. What you got?
I mean,
give
like,
yourself away immediately.
Yeah, it's like we see some sketchy building like in the military. We're all like, yeah, dude, let's go check it out. But like, you know, we got like 10 dudes with us. Like it's like, yeah,
everyone's strapped.
Exactly, we're rolling deep, so it's like we're gonna go check it out. But like, nah, man, it was like 3:00 in the morning, bro. It's like, what the fuck is somebody out there at 3:00 in the morning, bro? But like, I'm talking like, dude, just as pale white as can be, just like ripped, tattered clothes. It looked like his clothes had been like burned almost.
Jeez,
and like I couldn't even comprehend. Like I didn't sleep for like a week after that.
Describe the building. Did the building look burned?
No, the building didn't even look burned. Like I mean, like all the buildings that are like on military bases are all run down and shit. So like it looked like nobody had lived there for like 40 years. Like so it was kind of swampy too. So it was like kind of like in a swampy area. So it was just like probably like just an abandoned house that, like, you know, when the military bought all the property, it was still there, yeah. And like, you know, I was just like, dude, whatever, dude. And like, dude, I don't know, man. I saw that shit and I was just like, I thought my mind was playing tricks on me at first, and then because it was like a 2-story building, and like as soon as like I saw him, I was just like, all right, whatever. And then as soon as I saw like he was full body like in the like on the first floor window, I was just like I looked at it for like a second, and like kind of like tilted its head, and I was just like, we're gonna go. I was just gone, dude, cooking back to the AO, and I turned in my map and everything. They're like, where are you going? I was like, I'm going to go sit in my truck where I know nothing can get me. And I was like, please, for the love of God, nobody try to wake me up tonight, like when I sleep, because I'm going to have my knife in my hand and you might get stabbed. Like, just don't even fuck with me, bro. I've never been so scared in my life. And like I saw the face like in my dreams. Like I'd close my eyes and I just see the face. And I was just like, fuck, dude.
Imprinted on your ass, bro.
Yeah, for real. I don't fuck with that shit.
Nah, paranormal. So I was never really like that strong of a believer, and then I had my own experience, and 100%, bro. I'm locked in. I'm.
Oh, that's just real.
It's real. It's real. Fuck, bro. It's scary. Like people fuck with that shit. Like don't fuck with the afterlife. Don't fuck with Ouija boards. Don't fuck with none of that shit. It's not cool. It's not fun. Stop.
Speaking of Ouija boards, were you there that night that I was like I think we were at Mackenzie's house. And they fucked around with that Ouija board?
Mackenzie Wolf?
No, Mackenzie Craig. Oh, no, it was Terrell. It was me, Terrell. Oh, it was Dominique Williams. Dominique was there.
I had a different...
No, tell me your experience. I want to hear. Let's hear your experience.
Okay, so my Ouija board experience. We used to skate after school and shit.
Yeah, always.
Clams. It was me, Clams, R.I.P. Clams. It was me, Nick Adams, Anthony Abrahante, and a couple other cats I don't remember, but I remember Nick specifically. But we're all in Nick's house, and they pull out a Ouija board, and they all start fucking with the Ouija board. And when I shit you not, like they were asking, like, "Oh, show me that, prove that you're here, prove that you're here," like moving a little thing around. I shit you not, a fucking shirt flew out of the goddamn closet.
Nope.
And I left right after that. Like I was like, y'all got that one.
Nope. I'd have been like, hey, boys, I'm sorry, but because like I have to burn this entire house down.
They were trying for a while for it to do something, and I'm like, why are y'all?
How long's a while? Like 5 minutes?
Like 15, 20 minutes.
Oh fuck that, dude. Hell no.
And it finally just threw the shirt out of the fucking closet. I was like, all right, yep, I'm gonna grab my skateboard. Peace.
I'm out, boys.
Skateboard at home.
That's all
wild. And like I don't there's no reason to bring that energy into your life. I don't know if you know like the history behind a Ouija board and like what entities attached to that shit.
Exactly. Yeah, like, it's you're opening a portal and like anything can come in.
You're not even supposed to say the motherfucker's name, like the entity that is behind all these Ouija boards. Like
really, yes. I didn't even know that.
You're not even supposed to say his name.
I didn't even know his name, and I don't want to know his name. Keep that shit to yourself.
You don't want to know.
I'll piece you up right here.
Like
my boy, because like we boys, but fuck.
It's like you say his name, like it's inviting. You know what I'm saying? So like,
don't worry, I'll Google it later.
Don't. I mean, you can Google it.
I'm gonna Google it.
Don't say it out loud.
I'm obviously fucking not.
Yeah. So I mean,
I don't fuck with that shit. Derek's over here just fucking like
people think that shit funny, bro. That shit ain't
about
funny.
to get pieced up. Nah, dude, I can't like that's.
It's like, that's where like the whole like Candyman and like Bloody Mary thing come from. Is that guy's name? Like you don't say the fucking name.
It's like Voldemort. You don't say it.
Exactly. Fucking exactly.
Did I fuck with moths? Moths are cool, man. I don't know. I just like moths. Like they're cool. Like, oh, there's a man who's like a moth. Like, what's up, dude?
You can fly, bro?
You can fly. Like,
right.
y'all got a lot of lights in here, bro. Like, y'all might be inviting him over.
What? You can come through, Mothman. You good, bro? We'll give you an interview.
Yeah, for real.
You just be like, I really like the lights in here, guys.
just staring directly into light.
Fucking wild, man.
All right, man. Well, we're going to wrap this up, brother.
Sounds good, brother.
Staff Sergeant Brignoni, thanks for coming, brother.
I appreciate you guys having me on here, man. Like it's been a real honor, and it's been real nice to share my experiences with you guys and catching up,
good
fucking time. Yeah,
long time brother from high school. We ran track together, all that bullshit, grinded together on the track field, push ups, sit ups, running 700s in a row,
600s. When Coach Abrahante walked, I'd be like, fuck. Hey, Briggs, he's here.
He's here.
Damn it.
That short little Italian dude. Fuck that nigga.
Crushing my heart.
Bro killed us. Fucking murdered us. But it is what it is. We got better.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, here we are. We're
Right here.
doing good things, man.
Put some hair on our peaches there. But like all 4 years we were there, that was like the hardest coach that we.
Oh, 100%.
Fucking, like, I had never been pushed like that. But yeah, man, go ahead and shout out your Instagram. Let them know what you're doing. Anything, any endeavors.
Oh, well, hey, guys. So if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, it's jbrig175. I'll be in town for like the next month. So, like, any local friends, anybody that knows me, hit me up. Usually spend my days like skydiving out in Skydive City out in Zephyr Hills. So if anybody wants to like do a jump or something, hit me up. I'll send you to their website, and you guys can go out, get a jump, and I'll probably be on the same plane. I'll jump out before you, but I'll be like, later, nerds, and do my thing. So
backflips in the air and shit.
yeah, I'll be posting my. Actually, I jumped yesterday, so I'll be posting the video on Instagram. So if you guys want to check that out, and then if you just want to like creep on my life a little bit, like it's there.
Tell me your Instagram, your handle.
Yeah, jbrig175.
jbrig175. Give him a follow. Real ass nigga.
All right, everyone. Have a good night.
Right, peace. All right, boys.
Oh, buddy, what a good one.